Honduras, Chile, Switzerland, and current European champion Spain make up Group H in this year's 2010 World Cup. We're going to look at key players, in-depth analysis, and tell you who's going to make it up top this group today on Inside the 18. Now today let's look at Spain, Chile, Honduras, and Switzerland. This group looking really lopsided by the looks of the defending Euro champions in a group with a lot of countries that have inexperience, haven't qualified much, and just don't have it to get through the group stage. Let's break it down with Spain. Key players, you can write out the whole roster and you have a key team, I guess. You got Torres, David Villa, Xavi in the middle, Puyol, Casillas, Sergio Ramos. Need I say more?
I don't think you have to say any more than that. Spain obviously key, like clear favorites to win the entire tournament. Sergio Ramos, honestly, I can't tell you how much of a player this guy is. I think this guy should be voted World Player of the Year. No one can play defense like he can, and no one can dance like Romy can. This guy is amazing. After watching him at the Euros, he's just a beast. Man, I can't even tell you how good this guy is. I can't explain it.
I tried getting his haircut once.
Ashley Cole has nothing on Sergio Ramos. This guy is probably left back, right back, anything. This guy is amazing.
That part's gonna get cut out, right?
Of course, got Fabregas playing in the middle. He's a little bit iffy right now with his transfer rumors. He might not get to play because of the likes of Xabi Alonso, Xavi, Iniesta. They have an amazing midfield. Of course, they have strong bench as well. They got Guitha, an amazing forward on the bench. He really showed his stuff at Euro 2008.
Next we got Switzerland. Switzerland, they're next in line when it comes to experience at the World Cup level. They've qualified 9 times, but the problem is they have no scoring power. In the 9 times they've qualified, they've only scored 37 goals, considering Portugal, who's qualified 5 times, have scored 32 goals, and they've allowed 51 goals. So it doesn't look too much like they have.
Not a very good defense.
Although they do have a very strong goalie. He just doesn't have the defense in front of him. They do have Frey. Frey can play. Yeah, Frey's getting gold. I still think he can do it. Next we got Honduras. Honduras. Cut that out. Yeah. Second qualification that they have for a World Cup final. Not too much I can say about these guys, you know. They got in because I guess they finished high in the CONCACAF tournament.
Yeah, they're in North America, the North American League, so they didn't have to play the teams from South America. Got a little bit lucky in that sense.
A little bit lucky.
They also lucky because the U.S. had to play Costa Rica, and if Costa Rica won, then they wouldn't have been in. But U.S. already qualified, and so it looked like Costa Rica was going to win. But U.S. came out of nowhere, scored 3 goals after being down 2, and Honduras in the World Cup. They also have the likes of Wilson Palacios.
Plays for Tottenham.
Tottenham winger.
Our rivals.
Yeah, we hate Tottenham. Sorry. But he is a good player. Premiership quality. Then there's Chile. Don't know a whole lot about them. How many times have they qualified?
I don't know, but I'm kind of hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're talking about Chile's.
Chile have actually qualified 8 times for the World Cup finals. They've allowed more than they've scored in the World Cup. They've allowed 40 goals. Compared to the 31 goals scored.
And here's a fun fact.
The very first ever red card was issued to Chile in 1974.
Considering the World Cup started in 1930, 1936, somewhere in
1930.
1930 in Uruguay.
We saw the comment on YouTube. Don't worry, we listened.
Considering, 1930, that's a long time for a red card. Unfortunately, Chile had to break it. Not the best sign. Anyway, the current squad, they have the likes of Humberto Suazo, who's
very unfit right now,
but he does have a good record. He plays for Zaragoza in La Liga. In international football, he's got a pretty good record, 17 goals in 41 appearances. It's very good for a striker, so definitely got to watch him. He's probably got a good first touch on him. Predictions, Romy, what do you think?
For me, it's hands down. I don't see anybody not agreeing with me, and if you don't agree with me,
you got to get your head out of the sand.
Head out of the sand and stop cheering for Tottenham. Spain's finishing first. I don't see Honduras, Switzerland, Chile. They're even scoring a goal against them. Second, third, and fourth place is all gonna come down to who plays the most defensive against Spain. Whoever lets in the least goals will basically get through. I see Switzerland having the strongest defense out of the other 3 teams, so Switzerland finishing second. Spain might beat them maybe 2-0, 3-0, maybe 2-1 if Ray can still do it, but I don't see it happening, especially with the likes of Iker Casillas in net. Not one of the most decorated, experienced, most supported goaltenders in the world.
Of course, he's known as Saint Iker to the Spanish fans because he's basically like a saint to them.
A santa. He's our santa. And then third and fourth, you can flip a coin for these 2 teams, but I see Chile finishing ahead just because they have a little bit more experience. They've qualified 8 times to Honduras 2 times, and Honduras, we saw that they really lucked out with qualifying. Gotta say, Honduras do have some pretty strong supporters.
Oh yes, they are.
Guys.
They're very, very colorful when it comes to cheering for their team.
Colorful.
Yeah. Anyway,
so good.
That is our coverage for all of the groups. Hope you enjoyed the ride with us. Love to keep in touch with you over the World Cup, and we'll be back soon.
Call me.
Romy's looking for a date. Any men interested?
Anything.
I'll give him your number.
Anything.